Hello? If, like me, you're curious to know what your personality type is according to traditional medicine, then stay with me until the end of this video. Music. I offer my deepest respect to all of you. I am Hamed Saidi, and I want to welcome you to the Kahyal Music channel. Today, we are going to take a comprehensive look together at the concept of personal temperament and explore the various ways that we can determine our own temperament, or find out the temperament of those around us. And let's see what this temperament actually is and what effects it has on our lives. If I want to explain it to you, you should know that the only four-element creature with consciousness is the human being. As you know, the elements that make up a person are based on fire, earth, water, and air. Our other creatures each have a single element, or you could say they are single elemental, meaning other elements do not dominate them. Other creatures like animals, quadrupeds, various other beings may also have four elements, but they do not possess complete consciousness. Now, the origin of this temperament goes back in the times of ancient Iran, ancient Egypt, and ancient Greece. All these civilizations paid special attention to temperament. These concepts have undergone changes over time and have reached a certain evolution, which is what we want to discuss today. We're going to talk to you about it and see what temperament actually is and what can be done with it. Well, as for humans, every person is made up of the four elements: water, earth, air, and fire. Now, one by one, we'll look at the personalities of people whose dominant element we've identified and analyzed them as well. The fire temperament. People whose dominant temperament is fire are generally warm-natured, energetic, lively, and full of heat. Like fire itself, they are very bold. And this type of personality is dominant in their lives and will have an impact on them. In a way, these are people who always want to be involved in a lot of activities. They can't stay in one place. They really like to have fun, play a lot, and enjoy these kinds of things. People with a dominant water temperament are extremely calm, gentle, emotional, and flexible. Just like water itself, they find their own way. They are people who are very interested in deep thinking. They usually read a lot of books, are cool and relaxed people, and you can learn a lot from socializing with them. These people are very relaxed and patient. The earth temperament, for those of us who have a dominant earth temperament, these are people who are steady in their actions and extremely trustworthy. You can have long-lasting friendships with such people, and you can share your deepest secrets with them because they keep secrets in their hearts like the earth holds things within itself. Friendship with these kinds of people is extremely enjoyable because they keep your secrets and the conversations you have between yourselves to themselves, and they are people with a very high level of patience, truly very patient individuals. People with a dominant air temperament are very sociable, creative, quick, and agile, and they like to get things done very quickly. They are also a bit impatient and are very inventive and creative in their lives as well. They always like to challenge themselves and express their creative ideas. Now that we've become familiar with this temperament, let's move on to the next part to see how we can determine our own temperament and that of those around us and find out what our dominant temperament is. Well, my dear friends, I hope you're doing well. As I mentioned before, today let's see how we can determine a person's temperament. First, we need to identify our zodiac signs. I've written them out for you both in Arabic and in English. Now, I'll read them one by one for you in Arabic from the top, and then I'll present them to you in English. Our first zodiac sign, that is our first month, is Aries. The second month is Taurus. The third month is Gemini. The fourth month is Cancer. The fifth month is Leo. The sixth month is Virgo. The seventh month is Libra. The eighth month is Scorpio. The 9th month is Sagittarius. The 10th month is Capricorn. The 11th month is Aquarius. And the 12th month is Pisces. As I mentioned before, every person has 4 elements, and the first element is fire, air, water, and earth. The months that, according to the calculations I am presenting to you, are considered to have a dominant nature of fire. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are the months whose dominant nature is air. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are the months whose dominant nature is water. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The months whose dominant nature is earth. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. These are the 12 months of the year. Now I want to give you an example. As I mentioned to you in the previous session, first of all, now with the help of artificial intelligence, we can take our own names and our names. Now, whatever the name is, we can convert it to Arabic. Now, for example, let's say we want to see about Mrs. Zahra bint, as I mentioned before. If it's a woman or feminine, it takes bint. If it's a man or masculine, it takes ibn. So Mrs. Zahra bint Fatima first. So what should we do? We need to break it down into its letters. So it basically becomes Zar, right? Does that mean we don't count bint in this case? So it goes F, then T, then M, and then H. Well, that is exactly as I had mentioned to you once before in our earlier conversation. When we look closely at the traditional Abjad Kabir letter table, we find that the numerical sum of the letters in the name Zara equals 213. In a similar fashion, the name Fateme corresponds to the value of 135. So now, when we add up these two numbers together, we get a total of 348. Now we write 348 here. So what do we do next? We take this total sum, which is this number, and we subtract 12 from it over and over. So does that mean we just keep on subtracting 12 over and over again? Yes, we continue to subtract 12 from the total until we finally arrive at a result that is somewhere between 1 and 12. So this number, which is the sum of the Abjad Kabir for Zahra, that's 213, and for Fatimeh, that's 135. The sum of these is what we call it. We call it the total sum. Since we are working based on the 12 months of the year, we subtract 12 from it each time, as I mentioned, subtracting 12 over and over. The number we end up with is 12. When it becomes 12, we don't subtract 12 anymore. It was decided that the number should be between 1 and 12. Now, what is our number 12? Hoot. In which of these tables does it appear? We look for Hoot. So according to the table, the temperament of Lady Zara, daughter of Fatimeh, is water. It's just that easy for us to calculate our own temperament and the temperament of those around us. Love is something incredibly, incredibly sweet. And when you calculate and deeply reflect on yourself, you realize what your behaviors are like. Does this temperament affect you or not? I hope you've enjoyed the video so far, and if you have any questions or comments, be sure to message me. My WhatsApp is open 24 hours a day. You can message me anytime you like. I will definitely reply to you. I will respond to each and every one of your messages. And if you have any private or personal questions, you can text me. And if you'd like, you can also leave a comment. And if you have any questions, definitely share them with me so that I can answer your questions. Thank you so much. And I hope that if you'd like, you'll support us with a like and subscribe so that our future videos will be shown to you. May you be in God's protection until next time. Wishing you happy days and nights with smiles on your lips and your pockets full of money. God willing, may you be under His protection. God bless you all.